Josh, I wonder what you think about this game.
I think we know what I'm going to say. I want to hear whether this extensive talking through has shown you the light.
Dude.
To where even though you might not have enjoyed yourself because of the type of game it is, that you can appreciate all that it does and all that it did for the first time.
I can understand for those who like a point-and-click adventure at this time that it was released. If you were familiar with point-and-click games, you played computer games, things like that, and you liked puzzles, I could see how you could like this game. Asking me to like this game is like asking me to give you my thoughts on eggplant parmesan. I told you I didn't like them before you asked me to try it, and just because a lot of people said it was good, didn't make me like it more. You know, in this case,
eggplant's tough. It's got to be cooked right. If that skin is still tough, no. It's eggplant's
it's never
rough.
good. It's never good. In this case, like the overwhelming product placement and general marketing made this stick in my memory. So like even when I was playing it, just because it was in the last like game like magazine app, like I was a bit intrigued. Like, all right, what is this really game? But like getting into it, like playing it more than just like the first 10 minutes to like dip my toe, it is just not my bag, man. Like I said, like even where I should have been excited to like finally go fix stuff and do stuff, I just felt like, oh my gosh, like this just it's just not enjoyable to do. Like I said, like having to open up something that doesn't in my mind, it shouldn't open up, you know, and like having that be something to like, I walked past that thing 40,000 times. Like, what are you even talking about? So I get it though. I get it. Like I understand even playing through how people can get it. It's not for me. So in the same way that I would talk about any other game that is released, like if it's not in my genre, but I could see it's a quality game or that other people would like it, it's fair. Like it gets my vote.
Okay.
But it's not my bag, baby. Yeah.
Fair. I respect your ability to disassociate your feelings from your own personal experience to the academic viewpoint. That's very, very
I saw the through line. I could see it. I could see how the puzzles were coming together. It's like, but I don't want to do that. Like
it's very mature of you, Jay. Very mature of you. So yeah, I mean, for me, Jesus Christ, yes. Like trumpets blaring, court jesters putting on their best show, fair maidens dressed to the nines everywhere. King Lorik pulls out all the stops to bless this absolute fucking classic in my book, man. Like, I just don't think there's any game that sent my imagination and curiosity higher in my childhood NES era. Like, there's it was just so unlike. It was like, I don't know, like earth-shattering how unlike everything I'd had access to up to that point on a video game console. Period. Because again, I guess I had those like old school Sierra experiences prior to what I'm talking about, but they were brief and very fleeting, and even that is just also just a completely different deal. Like I had my cousin there. This was me alone in a room with this game, like trying to get it. And work through it, and it felt like my memory of that experience is just so big, So in that regard, it's just, like I said, it just pushed the envelope so much further than any game had for me to date. So that's hard to shake in my judgment here.
And I can't even think about it like that. It's because this is such a point and click. I keep referencing my computer game playing days,
right,
which would be me at my brother's house in front of the computer playing a game like this. But in reality, when I had my Nintendo, I'm not doing that. My little brother is with me or somebody's with me, and like, no chance are we playing this game. Like, it's just, we turn it on, it's like, wait, what?
Sure.
I want to play a game too. What are we doing? Like,
that's so, being able, you can, like, I mean, I don't know, Jab and I guess, like, we do have memories of fucking with Shadowgate a little bit in tandem, I think, but that was more just me monopolizing and him watching it because he's little brother. Like, we weren't really engaging those in like some collective way. Right. So, my memory of this that's so fond is, yes, me alone in a room. I didn't have anyone else to placate or deal with. It was just me in this world, So, yeah, if you were in a group setting of some kind, I totally see how these games could get really tough to even just like, functionally enact into your library, because you got another kid that's like going to have a serious problem. So I hear all that. Yeah. But yeah, even beyond just that nostalgia shit, like, I had thought maybe I had finished it at some point or another, but getting there and actually doing it myself, like I said, it solidified for me that I hadn't. So, I enjoyed that so much that I did it a second time just for the playthrough, which I think is a little bit of a testament in of itself. But I also have an inclination to, at some point or another, on OG hardware no less, just because I'm just going to be doing it as like a fucking just sit around and jam for an hour or so down fucking memory lane, is I'm going to go through and do it with Bernard too, to see that Meteor Police track that I haven't ever seen before. So like that's how much I enjoyed it, is that I want to play it yet a third time and see everything. Actually see it. Yes, I can Google a video. Yes, I can whatever, but like I actually want to do that myself and carry it out. That's how much I appreciate this game, and I think maybe that says at least as much as I've already said, if not more, about how much this motherfucker gets the blessing. So, surprised that got a double. I thought we were talking about a split blessing on this episode, so that warms my dead cold heart that we were able to tackle this and talk about it. Like I said, I'm also pleased with how it worked for an episode more than I thought it was too. I'm always apprehensive about like, I don't know how we're going to do this, but like just a few fun things, talk about the rooms, like, this kind of game I think can be done too. So if we ever get to a Shadowgate or a Deja Vu, I think we know we have the flowchart for doing one as an episode now, even though I think it'll be hard to talk you into that. Next up is